Hey everyone, tonight I'm really excited to talk about the ban of abortion in New Hampshire. The ban is at 24 weeks. This is really a step in the right direction for New Hampshire. Granite Staters, I believe, have been on the conservative side as far as people with their values. And maybe not always political, but their values. Most of the majority, I think, of people in New Hampshire have been in the past pretty conservative. So I would have liked to see Governor Sununu totally ban abortion completely. And a couple comments in the news that stuck out to me was one person saying they definitely would like to see the child live. They're more pro-life. And, you know, we can say we are pro-life, these terms, or we would agree with, you know, some pro-choicers to make their own choice. But there really isn't a term that actually describes the truth of this. The political jargon, if you want to call that, if you will, is really hiding the fact that this is murder. It is. And if doctors in the new law by January 1st can go to prison for 7 years, we can see that this is definitely for murder, not just because they're pro-life or pro-choicers. I should say pro-choicers, not pro-life. You don't go to jail just for being a pro-choicer. You go to jail for killing somebody. So we are seeing the debate go on, and we're seeing New Hampshire join Texas and Mississippi, and other states will go along with this, I believe. And another thing is, I saw another comment when somebody was asked about what they thought about this law, and they said they think the circumstances really is what we need to understand. And you know, circumstances never, ever justifies premeditated murder. So for the abortion clinics and the doctors, I would definitely say going to jail for a while would be the way to go. We see the directors at least one director at Planned Parenthood talking about this and how she thinks that this ban is dangerous. What's dangerous is killing an unborn baby. It's not dangerous to want life. Many people in the Granite State are praying for life. It's barbaric to kill a child. It is wrong. And I think this is a great first step. I think more needs to be done, though. I feel it's a bit of a compromise to bring this just to 24 weeks. As soon as a woman is pregnant, she is usually, for the most part, happy to be pregnant, happy when she understands this is a baby. When you get girls who are not developed completely in their thinking, they don't understand what an abortion is. You get people in there like Planned Parenthood, Abby Johnson has testified to this, telling them it's just a blob of tissue. They don't really understand if they have had any kind of counsel. The ultrasound is dark, so they don't always can, you know, it's usually done in a way. I know one Planned Parenthood who had done an ultrasound in a way that you really couldn't see it well because it was dark. And we have already heard about Planned Parenthood and all their deceitful tactics, and many people at this point are pretty disgusted with Planned Parenthood and what they stand for. So as people are understanding the truth and understanding what Planned Parenthood is really about and what abortion really is, they are actually standing for life. So truth is coming out, and that's why I think we're seeing the changes happen all across the nation, because people are understanding more. And so this is really good news, and I'm looking forward to seeing more changes. You know, we really want what's best for women. We want the best for them. And when there's, you know, especially too, after women have children, you know, when they're seeing, children are seeing other women, especially girls, you know, role models in society saying, I had an abortion and I don't regret it, and you can have one too. And, you know, we see organizations getting into the schools and talking to girls. This kind of stuff is not good for women at all. And when we see women later on make choices, when they choose what kind of men that they decide to be with, they are going to choose the type of men that they had as role models. So the type of men these women are getting are men who either don't have a say or they are okay with abortion. And this just sets up another problem for women. They are not getting what's best for them. How a woman treats herself and allows other men to treat her is really important. And so girls do not understand all this, and they need people to come alongside them and, you know, be able to help them make a good decision. And that's what we should be looking at as a community. We should be looking at, geez, how can we help these girls who need help, and at some level there was a problem in the family where they didn't get what they needed, or the boyfriend, you know, just abandoned the girl, or whatever the circumstances are, they can be solved. They don't have to go get an abortion. And we know Planned Parenthood is all too quick to offer a quick solution, a Band-Aid. They say they counsel girls, but we know it's biased, and we know that if they're willing to kill a baby, it's just about the money. It really is. Or it also could be, you know, again, the feminist agenda is in there. And I just really think most women have regrets after having an abortion, or girls, and it's something that they have to live with, and it's not good for women's health, for their mental health at all. They will always regret, you know, losing a child. If you lose a job and you lose some money, it's not going to be like, geez, I wish I worked more in life. Women, the role of motherhood, Jordan Peterson talked about this too. The role of motherhood is so important, and women are losing that today. They don't seem to value motherhood. Even looking at some of the comments on that, I'm just taking this blanket off because I've been a little worn out and I can feel myself getting warm again. So even, you know, seeing the comments in Jordan Peterson's comment section, so many women feel that motherhood is a thankless job, and it really isn't. Even if your kids, you feel that they're not thankful, the rewards are knowing that you are doing your best to help them turn into the best men and women in life. And when we see that, like, a mother is trying to teach her children about God, that is something that is so important. The very most important thing you can teach your kids is about Jesus and how to be saved. And if you don't have that down, we definitely hope that other people would come along and teach that to your kids. And boys also need the unconditional love of a mother. They need that. Their behavior may not always be right, but they need that. So we could go into another time talking about motherhood and how important it is. But we're living in a society that does not value the role of motherhood anymore. And we really need to dig in and look at why that's not valued anymore, and how to encourage women to choose motherhood and not choose abortion. Okay, thanks for joining me, guys.